Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Law. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. The offense going with the hurry up. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Haynes. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st and goal, handoff. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Gives it to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking for some space. It's Miller. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Same tailback, another carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A quick juke. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Pitches to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Let's it fly to the wideout. makes a spectacular diving catch. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? To throw, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the run here, lets it go. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Runs through the defender. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quick throw over the middle. And he pulls in the catch. And they'll get him down that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator. Playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking. Here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Here's the point after attempt. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. On the run, it's Williams. And that run produces a decent gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And it's incomplete, even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader, but based on that last play, This offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now, with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.